Are you serious? That's not how a wholesome woman's supposed to be.
A wholesome woman? Get out of here. Like, what?
When I met you, that's not how you was. You told me that you was a good woman. All right? I cook for you. I do everything you asked me for. Like, anytime you want a bill paid.
We are not married. We are not married. And here you go.
You supposed to date with intentions of being married.
All the things you want to do. You the one who jump and do those things.
Are you serious? No, you asked me to do them.
Okay.
And now you're going out tonight?
And you do them.
So are you going?
You don't have to do
Who are you going out with? Because it's not me. You called me over here. It's not me.
That's none of your business.
I brought gifts and everything for you upstairs.
Okay. And why are you bringing it back up?
Because you're going out with another guy.
You can take the gifts with you. I mean, what? It's giving.
Why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough? Control you. You asked me for these things and I do it for you.
You're not. What are you talking about?
Because if I was good enough, you wouldn't be with 3, 4, 5 other guys.
I should be able to date whoever I want.
That's how people get diseases. What is funny? Like, for real, you gonna laugh at me now? You don't take me serious.
A lot.
You don't take me serious. Like, that's nasty. You are the only girl that I'm with.
Listen to you.
What? I sound like a man who loves somebody. I love you.
Just a date.
Just a date. You're not supposed to be.
I'm gonna walk down the aisle with him. It's a date.
How can you go on a date with somebody else if you're dating me?
Easy. Do I just go? Like, I'm dating you, I'm dating him, I'm dating Bob. I mean, I'm dating. What?
My mom told me about you, man. And I tried to tell her that you was not that type. But she said you look like that type.
Yeah, what your mama think?
You're embarrassing me. You know that? What if a friend or a family member see you out here with another guy? No, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm
like, get out of here.
I have a job. I go to work. I have my own companies. I take care of you. How am I? What do these other guys do for you? Besides degrade you. Your nails are done because of me. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Y'all see her nails? I got that done for her to go out with another guy.
It's not done, though. What?
That looks done to me.
It don't to me.
You broke them off. I just got them done last.
You know, before I start this commentary, I'm going to do that know your worth evaluation of this woman. I don't care if this is a skit or not. Okay? I'm going to do this evaluation right now. I'm going to get out the way. And if you want to stick around, you can listen to my commentary about this situation, not so much what's going on. And I think it's a skit. Okay? And the reason I think it's a skit is because, you know, basically a lot of guys will put hands on her or put a gun in her face or some other kind of shit, okay? Gotta be honest, there's a lot of overly emotional men that were, you know, were raised in a certain petri dish with a Tupperware lid on it. This is the analogy I use for the black community at large in modern times. All right, so that being said, I'm gonna talk about this woman, all right, or what she represents. Okay, this is a basic bitch at the very low end of the spectrum. Okay, dare I say she's in the negative. She's on the integer line or whatever. All right, she's a basic bitch. She's not even at the same level as a practice girl, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, she's a grown woman. And she presents like a gigantic 12-year-old, okay, and build in mindset and shit. And it's weird because she has like this old-looking face and these giant hands, and she has a very emaciated-looking body and any lack of breasts, you know, if anybody's interested in that. And she's got a ton of makeup on. She had nails on one hand. I think she broke them off while the guy was talking to her. She had her nails done. She has a fake hair, the baby hair weave that I hate so much that's played out. It's gone away with the dinosaurs, but nobody told these 304s that they continue to wear this and like stripper gear. She's not wearing any of that. She's dressed quite conservatively and shit. But, lipstick on a pig and everything. I find her to be a demonic imp, okay? And the reason I say that is because she seems like a parody of a woman. She's not really a woman and shit. And she's sitting here gaslighting a guy that has no self-worth and no value. He doesn't feel like he has any value, from what I'm hearing. And she knows she ain't shit. Okay, she ain't shit physically, she ain't shit mentally, she ain't shit any other kind of way. Obviously, she's not shit economically. She wouldn't be sitting in front of him. The reason she's talking to him like this is because she feels like she has options and she'll find another guy, and perhaps she will find another guy, but it's going to be an even worse guy than the one that's speaking right now. She's going to settle. 90% of these women end up settling, if not just being cat ladies the rest of their lives. Okay? She's a miserable living entity. I won't insult the human race by calling her a human being and shit, but she's sitting here gaslighting this man that she likely cheated on. I would say over 90% that she probably cheated on him and has been cheating on him for the longest, and maintaining what they call a roster now. Okay, is that what we call it, being a whore? Alright? She looks like a little kid. She doesn't even present like a woman. She's not wearing her clothes are wearing her. She's not wearing her makeup, the makeup's wearing her. Alright? That is not her hair on her head, okay? You can see the look on her face that she knows this. Deep down, she truly hates herself. And she wouldn't be bothered with somebody she's obviously not interested in. She's only interested in inflicting emotional harm and damage and turmoil to this gentleman that's giving everything to her. She hates him for not being what she wants, but she knows deep down that she doesn't deserve what she wants. So it's a no-win situation. No one wins here, okay? And if she gets, deleted and shit, she deserved it. She deserves it for being this way, for knowingly harming someone emotionally and spiritually, and potentially physically through proxy violence. This woman should not be, shouldn't be sitting in your house. She shouldn't be sitting in front of you. She shouldn't be wasting oxygen in your airspace. All right? My evaluation is that she gets no used White Castle boxes, okay? She's a complete and utter fail. She's a fail, okay? She's not even good enough for Pound Town. Maybe them big ass hands, she can give you a old fashioned or something, but, I say treat her how she wants to be treated. You're supposed to take garbage out.
But wait, there's more.
This is how bitches get shot, okay? This is how bitches get stomped the fuck out. This is how bitches get, shit, furniture and shit overturned, and, holes in walls, and, public displays of outrage, by powerless men, men that are highly emotional and not logical. Their default is emotional, not logic. Yeah, this is how bitches get their ass shot. This is how they ended up on the news, and being found in garbage cans, dumpsters, and, laid out in alleys and shit, just in somebody's basement somewhere and shit. It's pretty fucked up. Okay? It's pretty fucked up. I think that, I feel like it's just a skit. It's gotta be a skit. I see a lot of egregious shit on here. Yeah, the first thing that I think, because I think, I'm empathetic in the fact that, I am empathetic. I look at things from the woman's point of view that's saying all this crazy ass shit. And then I'm, using their own metric and how they self-present, how they represent themselves, on social media and public. I make a judgment about, is she pretty enough to say these things and get away with it? And the answer more often than not is no. Over 90% hell no. A lot of these women are fucked up. and they're taking advantage of a rigged system and shit to, you know, get a 5-finger discount in transactional, you know, boiler room relationships. You know, I think it's pretty fucked up. Okay? I think she's mid. I would never take her serious. She would never be in my house. She would only meet me somewhere for like 2 hours or more to get her cheeks clapped, if she even has any. And, you know, I would just keep her at arm's distance. I would barely use her name. I refer to her in unisex terms and shit to keep her at the periphery, because she, you know, she wants to behave this way. She has to do something to level up, and that's on her, not on me and shit. Okay? You have to have an educated ear and take people at their word and shit, especially women. They like to tell on themselves. They love to talk about themselves and promote themselves, and, you know, and try to sell you on how great they are and shit, when they're nothing of the sort. They're very insecure, very small creatures and shit, okay? Right? Don't take any woman that, you know, presents like this seriously and whatnot. She's a fucking joke. She's a whole clown and a goofball. Not even the reason I made the fucking video. The reason I made the video is for the dumb nigga that's actually talking to her and filming her. She's getting a charge. She's getting a charge, sexually or otherwise, out of your reaction to her. That's why you must not react emotionally to this bullshit, no matter how you feel about it. All right? You simply start cutting off at the knees. All right? You cut her off at the fucking knees. You cut any joint accounts. You try to, anything you can, 5-finger discount. You know, if you bought her a phone or anything like that, if you can get it back without her, you know, without a minimum of fuss, then do that. Because if she gives it to you, that means she has another simp lined up. Usually these women don't. They keep a bunch of guys behind the door, you know, like guys like this guy that's talking and shit, like weak-willed gentlemen. They're kept in reserve. They're on the bench waiting for their turn. Happily, a lot of them know the deal. You know, they just want to be next to a woman. These kind of men disgust me, quite honestly. And I ain't gonna lie to you, shit. I'm an elder statesman of this motherfucking alleged community and shit, and I can tell you that I've been in these situations when I was much, much younger and shit. And, you know, it takes a while to get out of it. Shit, it takes a while to break the programming and shit. You know, in the old days, you would just have so many, like, you know, negative situations that you just learn and shit. Like a lemming, like a doofus. And it's my feeling. You know, it's one of my mission statements, you know, help educate young men so that you can make an educated choice when you're dealing with transactional modern women and shit. Okay? Don't get mad. Don't get mad when you find out what she's doing and shit. Okay? And if you're gonna be filming her and shit, you know, have a reason for doing that shit, but you have to be careful, because you can get yourself in some serious litigation. You know, even no matter what she's done and shit. There's only a few states where you can sidestep the legalities of what would be called revenge porn. You know, that's when you you expose somebody online and shit with their videos and images and whatnot. Don't do that. Okay? I know it's tempting. You want to shame them and shit. A lot of these women don't even care anymore. They're so fucking ratchet, man. They would take it as a badge of honor. Okay? There's numerous websites where there's actually websites where people post their cheating partners as a warning to other people and shit. But, you know, a lot of the subjects on there, they are happy to be there, you know. They're savage and they don't care that you see them as ratchet or all that bullshit. Your job as a man is to use logic, okay? And when you're in a relationship with this transactional woman, you done fucked up and got her in your house, and you got her on your phone plan and your health insurance and all that stuff, you have to remain calm, man. Okay? You keep it above, you know, zip your lips, hold them nuts. You go to work and take off your insurance plan, and you take off your phone plan, but make sure that, you know, the phone stays active and shit. You change your phone plan and shit, but leave it active long enough for you to find another place to live so that she doesn't know shit. And you just, you know, it's just stare in the face. She's not, you know, if they're in a relationship with somebody like, you know, one of these codependent, narcissistic relationships, they're not going to notice that you're pulling away. okay? Because they're busy love bombing the other person and shit, presenting a false narrative, their false self to another person. They don't realize this leaves them as vulnerable as they think you are. And you take away all the shit you're on the joint plan with, and you try to get out of your fucking lease. Hopefully she's not on the fucking lease. You tell them you're gonna break your lease if you can. If you can just, the object is to just take everything away like quickly and shit without and bounce without giving her nothing. Okay, you knowing what she did and having proof of it is closure enough. It's more than most people get. Right? Don't be a fucking simp. You have self-worth issues. Okay. The only transactional relationship you should be having is with a fucking prostitute if you're that weak. Okay, you need therapy. Okay, I'm just saying if this was actually real, not a skit. You need fucking serious therapy, man. Because you have self-worth issues. You're asking someone that cheated on you and shit all over your name and laugh in your face. Doesn't care about their own fucking life. There's just you and her there, and you can just have your way with her physically and just, do some messed up, WWE level shit to her fucking ass. Throw her head through a fucking wall, slam her head in the door, shit like that. She doesn't care. She's counting on you. Either way she wins. She can passively win any number of ways and shit. So, you can't give her that opportunity, okay? You take away that weapons with indifference because ultimately they're looking for clout, positive and negative, everything in between. You cut everything off, bounce. Don't talk about it. If you see her after you leave, and she walks out, a lot of women will just walk out and shit, a lot of women, they'll just get out when they get confronted because they always want to come out swollen like a rose. No woman has any accountability for any cheating and shit unless you corner them. And it's not going to go the way you want. Alright? So, after you guys are separate and everything, you forget about her. And even if you don't, if you happen to see her around and everything, have no reaction. Just go about your business. Don't look at her or nothing. Don't make a face or anything. Just work on it, man. Work on yourself. Get some therapy, man. You really need to get some therapy. Some physical exercise. Don't stay in your house because the walls start talking. Just get it. Don't be that nigga, okay? Please don't be that nigga. I think it's a skit, okay? Because, logically speaking, most guys, even some logical guys that know what I'm saying and shit is older gentlemen, would, put a gun in her face, man, and be like, dare her to say another word. Okay? Women, their power is in attacking your heart, okay? Your emotions, your spirituality and shit. Your shield is your logic. Okay? Your logic. Alright? That's what it's all about. Okay? You're supposed to run your house and make checks and balances, especially for these sisters out here. They don't understand anything unless there's a nuclear fucking consequences. That shit happens about 2 to 5 fucking times. At most 10, they change their behavior. Or they get worse. Or they just crash out and shit. Alright? Don't give shit no closure, man. You ask her about that shit, she responds the way she responds, and you say, oh, okay. Then you walk away and shit and go do you. Alright? And you go cut off everything that you share with her, okay? Withdraw any monies from any bank account, any monies that you have there, okay? Maybe call up a paralegal or go online and see what the legalities of that shit is and, take your money back, cut off any insurance, take off your phone plan. If you bought a car and it's still in your name, you can take that car, okay? Make sure you got the paperwork for the car. You could drive off in that bitch. And let the other person, she has another guy that's probably going to take care of that shit, but she's still going to be mad if you do that. It's going to burn her fucking ovaries. Alright? Don't be a simp, okay? This has been for educational purposes to a lot of you young men out there, some of you older ones and shit, okay? It's not that serious and shit because, feminism and, all the bullshit since the 70s and, leading up to now, this Orwellian society and it has murdered the feminine mystique and shit, okay? You have to understand that what is going on between you two is transactional and that what's between her legs is a hole. It is nothing special, okay? But because women have fought so hard for these rights, and they're talking about body autonomy and all the shit they've always had, now you got to take that into consideration. You think like an insurance agent, like, hey, what's my liability here if I take this person on and shit? If I give her a contract to be in my life, you can revoke that contract. All right, it's just a whole. All right, back in the day when Tiger Woods got busted cheating on his wife, he had kids with and everything, and cheating on her with a number of women. A lot of people were talking about how he had disgraced himself and all this, and I'm like, I didn't feel that way. I thought that her time was up and she had to bounce. This dude has enough money to pay her to play her off properly, and she could live a happy ever life. And some people were upset with me for saying that, but I said, hey, fuck it, man. Don't listen to sign language. Okay, don't allow anyone to shame you when you're in a situation of a faulty business deal and shit, a bad faith deal. Okay, that's presided over by the government. All right. Luckily, these people in this skit aren't married. Just seem to be cohabitating and shit. All he has to do is open the door, walk the fuck out, come back later, and just get everything he can get. Legally get. He lives there. He can just remove all the shit. And because they're not married and shit, he can. You want to be really petty and shit. Now, I'd look for some valuables and stuff and sell that shit. Let's sell all that shit and try to get all my money back and just leave her hanging. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go. But I'm gonna tell you that a female that was mad at me back in the day. I'm not gonna say anything because the chick is still stalking me today after 30 years. A female that was angry with me was so mad that she came back into the apartment and took the food out of the refrigerator. She took the food out. She even took the milk and all this shit. After the bitch was gone, I just got some more groceries. Kings, this is teachable moments and shit, okay? I do this shit, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a paragon of virtue and shit. I've made tons of mistakes, and because I've made these mistakes, I want to give us something back to, all of us, the boogeymen of the world, the most denigrated men of the world and shit, the most oppressed people on the planet, straight black men from America, 3Ks inside. Right? I just want to give something back and shit, okay? I want to be honest with you. I am not better than any one person here, okay? I'm simply a human being living my life and shit. A straight black man and shit. Who's, the elder statesman is, let your community is in disrepair and dying. Kings, keep your head on a swivel, protect your bag, and above all else, do not, and I really do mean this, you would take this skit to heart, do not make fallen women the stewards of your family or the mothers of your children. The children are your future, your legacy. Trust me on this. SYSBM equals save yourself, black men.
Bitch, you sugar-free at Crash Dummy. I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, but you just another bitch that need gas money. And this is some news you can use. Bitch, a million motherfuckers wanna be in my shoes. Bitch, I'm a legend in these streets. The better kind. How many of y'all niggas know where y'all bitch at right now? Never mind. Believe everything that bitch tell you, huh? Don't lie to splurge. Boyfriend, pimpin', nigga, shit, what is it? Mine or hers? Mobe then. Your average nigga break his neck to go to your house. Have I ever been there? Okay then. What I'ma give a bitch a pass for? Spent all that time in school and got a job that ain't got nothing to do with you with your class for. Here goes some real sugar-free toughener. If the bitch got a gang of play cousins and play brothers, they fucking her. Sugar-free to pee. Look like the game hurt. If the bitch got 2 or 3 phones, she either a hoe or a brain surgeon. How to write the book, motherfucker. I just read what was in them.